Hi guys, welcome back to Subtle Geo, where we don't just talk geopolitics, we uncover the hidden stories shaping our world. Today we are diving into something that's shaking the global order, which is Donald Trump's tariff war. Trump has never acted like a traditional politician. He treats America like a company and himself as a CEO. If allies don't perform, he punishes them. If partners don't bring profit, he sidelines them. As his latest move, slapping massive tariffs on India and Brazil, two of the very countries the US once considered crucial allies against China and Russia. But here's the twist. Instead of isolating them, Trump's strategy is backfiring. Delhi and Brasilia are drifting closer to Moscow and Beijing, from Europe to Japan, from Canada to Mexico. America's allies are asking, is the US still a partner or just another ruthless competitor? So this is the list of countries on which US has recently imposed tariff. In this list, the friendly countries of US such as Canada, European Union, Japan and Australia might shock you. But to understand this, you need to get Trump's mindset. He doesn't see America's foreign policy as a web of alliances or friendship. He sees it as a balance sheet. Numbers matter more than trust. Short-term profit over long-term gain. Previous US presidents from Bush to Obama, even Trump in his first term and Biden, have spent decades investing in partners like India, Japan, Europe, believing alliances were assets. But now Trump in his second term is seeing them as expenses. And so, when India brought discounted Russian oil and Brazil traded more with China, Trump didn't negotiate it. Instead, he punished them with tariffs, that too with big ones. To him, it was discipline, but to India and Brazil, it was a clean betrayal. Now, let's talk about India. For 30 years, Washington built bridges with Delhi, which include nuclear deals, defense partnerships, the Quad alliances, all designed to keep India away from China and Russia. But the moment Trump hit India with tariffs, that trust shattered. India didn't bend, instead it doubled down on Russian oil and deepened defense talk with Moscow. Now, Brazil's story is also quite similar. For decades, it was America's agriculture ally, but after Trump's tariff, China swooped in, buying Brazilian soybean and oil in record numbers. So while Trump thought he was teaching them lesson, he actually pushed them straight into Beijing's and Moscow's open arm. So could it be said as domino effect? Because the shock waves didn't stop there. In Europe, leaders are already irritated by Trump's NATO demands, which began openly doubting US reliability. In Japan also, alarm bells rang because Tokyo relies on India to balance China. If Trump pushes India closer to Beijing, Japan's entire Indo-Pacific and Quad strategy collapses. In Latin America also, smaller nations are quietly asking if the US can abandon Brazil, who is safe. Meanwhile, in Moscow and Beijing, there is silence, but a silence with a smile, because every tariff Trump imposes is a free recruitment drive for the Russia and China bloc. Now talking about formation of RIC, which include Russia, India and China Troika. Now in the SCO Summit 2025, the image which Washington feared the most came, where the leaders of Russia, India and China sat together, smiling, shaking their hands and presenting a united front. For decades, America has tried to prevent this exact scenario, India aligning too closely with Moscow and Beijing, and yet Trump's policy made it possible. One photo, three leaders, and a signal that the global balance might be shifting. Now, can we say is US losing its grip? This is more than tariffs, it's about trust. America builds its dominance not just on economic or military strength, but on the belief that it was a reliable partner. That belief is now fading. Think about it. If during the Cold War, Washington had randomly punished West Germany or Japan, the alliance system would have collapsed. Trump is now playing a dangerous game. Every tariff might win him headlines at home, but abroad it costs the US something far more valuable. That it that is its credibility. Now historians may one day write the tariff of 2025 were the moment America lost India, like Egypt's pivot to the Soviet in the 1950s reshaped the Middle East. India's slow drift towards Russia and China could reshape the 21st century. Because when you run a country like company, your allies stop being allies. They start treating you like a competitor. And in this new world order, America's rival don't even need to win. They just need the US to keep losing its friend. So guys, what do you think? Is Trump just being a tough negotiator, or is he slowly dismantling America's global leadership? Will India and Brazil permanently move closer to Moscow and Beijing, or can Washington fix the damage before it's too late? Let me know your thoughts in the comment, and if this video gave you a new perspective, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because here on Subtle Geo, we don't just follow the headlines, we reveal the deeper stories shaping our world. And also, if you found it useful, I have attached the link of the article in description. Do check it out, and thanks for watching.